So just knowing that you're not hurt, you're okay, it was like a less of a sting walking around.
Yeah, and to be honest, I don't really feel like I lost. But I'm going to go home, off, smoke, get on socials, get drunk, surf Insta.
Club tonight.
Hit the club tonight, come back, talk about how I don't do any of that tomorrow.
If anything, I hope this is a good lesson for people. If you be a king of perspective, it's going to make your whole life better. No matter fucking what happens, you can be positive about it, make something good from it. Okay, boys and girls, we are back again.
Unfortunately.
And, not what we planned. It's just not what we planned. The trip overall, it went good. New Jersey, Newark, what a city to be in.
We were in the absolute hood. We had a nice little Airbnb. It was a little modern, you know, where it surrounded was a little sketch. But it was that's a legendary trip. Just the driving to Plino's gym, Alcapadas coach every night, getting ready to workout in, listening to some hood shit, driving through the hood. Like it was a pretty legendary trip. Our Airbnb had a hot tub where I was able to cut weight, was able to work out there, was able to cook there, had 2 separate kitchens. Overall, 10 out of 10 fight week.
Yeah. 100%.
Well, I'll say 9 because I lost.
No, yeah. 10 out of 10 fight week. I mean, the weight cut went good. It had me a little bit nervous. You were 4 pounds heavier fight week than you usually were. I was like, damn, that's quite a bit bigger.
Yep.
The fight weight cut, it went good though. It went good. You cut 10 pounds. You stayed strong with it. Overall, the weight cut, I mean, did you feel like, obviously you felt like you were dying every time, but were you pumped the way it came off?
Yeah, the water, I would never stop sweating. So the sweating was good. Weight cut went good. Rehydration went good. Stomach felt good. Everything felt good. All signs led to a victory. But the universe had another plan for us, brother.
It's a fight game, brother. And like we just watched, you were centimeters away from a knockout window.
That left hand almost landed. Yeah,
Dude.
but shoulda, coulda, woulda. We did just rewatch the fight. That was obviously the first time we rewatched it. The walkout was cool. I'll give myself that. I think I won the walkout. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, dude, that's it though. The fight game is just like the highest highs and the fucking lowest lows, just constantly like that. You've been around it for years and you see all these champions, they go through losses and they come back. That's what I've always talked about in the past, is like all the respect for these guys with 10 plus losses,
double-digit losses,
that come back and win the title. It's fucking crazy. And that fight, I'm like, God damn it, we prepared the absolute best we could.
Yeah.
Second round, you did a great job wrestling more, and just like DC said, that felt like the tide was kind of turning towards us. But at the end of the day, I'm like, that Merab, I feel like was already a different Merab than we fought at the Sphere.
Yeah, absolutely.
The guy is a fucking tank.
He felt different.
He's a goddamn machine. He felt stronger. And from those front headlocks, usually in the last fight, front headlocks, he'd just get an S grip, pinch his elbows, and just kind of sit there and cook the clock a little bit. This time, as soon as he went front headlock, he even did it in the second round, I believe.
End of the first.
He goes high elbow. He goes front headlock to high elbow right away. The first round, you switched your ear really nicely, drove up and defended it. But the third round, got stuck on bottom a little bit, and you felt like you were down there for so long.
What, I think 4.5 minutes, goddamn near.
3, I think. At 3 minute mark, he took you down, I believe.
Oh, I thought it was like 4.5 minute mark. I don't know.
But I believe it was 3 minute mark. But he went to that high elbow, and you rolled a little too early, and he had that power guillotine locked up, and then
that's all she wrote.
That's all she wrote.
God, it was weird because I didn't feel like it was gonna be tight. Cause like I felt like he was gonna kind of stall in that position like he does, and it just it got tight fast. I was like, oh fuck, I didn't realize how much time was left. I wish I would have fucking tried to play, just been in my guard more instead of try to get up and make something happen. But that's all, no excuses. Had a great camp. Camp was fucking really good. Training camp, the sparring was good. Everything was excellent. Excelente.
And I'm grateful at the end of the day you're okay, because so many things can happen inside that cage, and so your life meter didn't go down at all. So that's all I'm grateful
for. Dude,
not
having to get surgery after the fight is so like, oh my God. I don't know if that's why I still feel so fucking like happy and grateful. Like I don't have to get surgery. After the last fight, that sucked, dude. Losing the belt and then having to get surgery right after, that was not good. This time it's like, well, what are you going to do?
I mean, at the end of the day, too, it's like, dude, I told you, I'm like, you have 2 healthy babies at home. All the people you love, your family, your wife, the kids, everyone's healthy. I'm like, there's just, I'm like gutted because we put so much work and effort into that fight camp. But at the end of the day, it's hard to be sad too long. Just knowing what our lives is and what we get to do every day. We get to come train every day. I mean, not even, but like, like material things, but our house and our farm and the life that we've lived compared to what we lived 10 years ago and where we were at. If you put things into perspective like that, I'm sitting there this morning thinking, I'm like, God, I'm so glad his jaw's not wired shut right now.
Are you ready for this? From the fan experience and point of view, after the fight, bro, there was still so much positivity for Sean. They all just kept saying that obviously you're okay and that they couldn't wait to see you back. So knowing that your fans aren't switching up on you too and that we all still love you, man, that's good. Because watching Mario get all that unnecessary hate from a guy who's such a strategical fighter and good fighter, it's hard to watch that. So I'm just grateful for that too.
Yeah, no. I don't remember where. I think it was it Sam Harris who first said happiness is a skill? It might not have been. Who was that?
Naval.
Okay, that's right, Naval. Like, I truly, when I heard that, I was like, damn, that is so true. Happiness is a skill. It's like, so for me to be able to go through something like that, and then the next Sunday rolls around, Monday rolls around, I don't feel sad at all. I still feel very happy. I feel a little disappointed in the outcome. I feel a little frustrated, but I just don't, there's no sadness inside of me. I'm holding my 14-day-old. Alana's sleeping on my chest. Danny's right next to me. I'm like, I'll close my eyes and I'll picture things like when he started locking up the guillotine, I could have done something, I could have done this, could have done that. But I'm like, man, there's nothing I could do about it now. Kind of on to the next thought. I'm not sitting in that fucking thought, just letting it kind of unravel and go down a negative hole. So yeah, I still feel very good. So I feel bad when people, hey, it's okay, man, you'll get it next time. I'm like, I know, it's okay, dude. Thank you.
Fuck yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, there's just one thing to do is just get back to it and keep improving. Try to fucking improve.
Yeah.
And no matter what in martial arts, your whole life, you're gonna fucking lose. And you gotta just take it and just figure out how to get better from it.
Yeah, back to routine for me. It's like, how do I get back to my baseline dopamine, baseline happiness? I'll get back to routine. Eat good, sleep good, hydrate. If you don't do those three things, I don't know. I don't personally feel like I could be happy. I can't speak for everybody, but that's going through my mind. It's like, okay, let's just get back to eating good, sleeping good, staying hydrated, and working out. Those are my main 4 things that I have to check off for my happiness. And get right back to that, and everything's good. I want to get back in the gym, back to training. I feel like I grew so much that fight camp as a fighter that I'm like, okay, there's still a lot for me to do, obviously a lot of work on, but I'm like, fuck, I'm excited to get back to work. But I also feel like I grew a lot, like, in my personal life in that fight camp. I was like, holy shit, I could wake up that next Sunday, Monday, and be like, I'm happy with who I am as a person. I feel like I grew so much from that camp that I'm like, that was so worth it. No matter win or lose, like, I feel like I gained so much from that camp.
It showed, man. You were creating opportunities and moments with Merab that not a lot of people can do. Up until he just got you, but up until that moment, I thought it showed, obviously, your improvements.
Yeah.
We got home yesterday. Showed Cruz his John Deere over, so help me mow my lawn. So we're mowing the lawn and weed eating the whole joint. And Mariah said they're in there because they were in there cooking pizzas, and they're like, God, it took them till this long, because usually we'd be at the club till 5 a.m. But now they're outside mowing the lawn, getting the yard work done. But how peaceful was that?
Dude, I kind of like mowing the lawn for a long time, but yeah, I mean, my lawn needed it. Your lawn needed it. I cruised the John Deere over. You know, it was weird when I was cruising it back over to my house. There's a huge owl sitting on the fence post, and it took off. I'm like, I felt like it wanted me to see it. I'm like that, and for me now, I see owls. I'm like, that's just like a sign of you're exactly where you need to be. Everything's exactly how it's supposed to be. And I was like, damn, that was a weird timing driving the tractor back or the lawnmower back over. That was cool.
Damn. Yeah, something.
How nice was the jet back? Fucking. Well, originally the flight or the plane was 10 minutes from our house, the Airbnb, but then Trump was there, and it's like, okay, we have to so we had to drive an hour to a different airport. But still, we got on the jet, got home like 5 a.m. Phoenix time, which is trippy because it's a 3-hour time difference. So it was like we basically got home like 4 hours after the fight, which is 3-4 hours.
Dude,
insane.
Phil, fucking so spoiled that you treat us to those jets, because
Seriously.
dude, instead of having to go to Southwest, sit there, go through check-in, go through security, we literally went straight to the jet, and then we woke up in Phoenix.
Yeah, that was good. I liked it. Yeah. Speaking, we'll just go over that whole fight card, because I watched the Kevin Holland versus Vincent Luque. That was fucking sweet. Dropped him, they dropped him or no? Yeah, I think he dropped him and then fucking darsed him. Anaconda. Yeah. That was So sick.
Those are long, fucking just strong
For
arms.
real.
You can see how confident. As soon as he locked it up, he knew he was
Yeah.
going 0 to 100, and he fucking sank that choke.
Patchy Mix versus Mario. People were counting Mario out, and I don't know. It's like, dude, okay, they're mad that he beat Aldo in the way he beat Aldo. Like, you guys are missing the fact that he beat Jose Aldo.
Yeah.
He still went in the fucking cage and beat Jose Aldo.
Yeah.
Like, he's a little bit older now, but he's still fucking so good. And I'm like, I couldn't believe people were counting Mario out that. I know Patchy was, he's been around. He's fought some really good guys. He's got a crazy record in Bellator. And he's beat legit high-level guys. But I'm like, for these motherfuckers to count Mario out like that, I'm like, these guys, it just shows the lack of knowledge. Or they were just betting or thinking with their heart or their whatever. They just hated Mario. They all just band together and said, we're going to hate Mario. But I'm like, dude, he looked so fucking sharp.
He did.
That was such a sweet performance by Mario.
Oh, bro, he looked. I don't get it either, and I don't get still why the UFC didn't give an interview after. You just beat a former world champion who's 20.
They didn't
and
give him
win.
an interview?
I didn't know that either.
And he pieced his ass up. Like, he made it look like it wasn't even on his level. Patchy Mix, the style he has, he's kind of praying people shoot on him.
Yeah.
And people in the UFC are not going to shoot on him. They know how dangerous his arm and guillotine is. And Patchy Mix, his style, he was just so flat-footed. He wasn't really good at. He got Mario on the fence, just standing there for a split second, and Mario's just out. Mario's digging his body. He looked phenomenal.
Yeah, he looked good. He was supposed to fight Cheeto. Obviously, it's short notice for Patchy, which sucks. But Patchy said he was more than ready for that moment. But Mario looked good. I feel like that same kind of fight would have played out against Cheeto. Like Mario or Patchy and Cheeto, different but similar-ish, flat-footed, kind of walk forward like that. So Mario looked good. Who's next for Mario?
I mean, dude, all the people, if any of the fans knew this kid, he's been grinding for a long time. He was working a full-time job most of his professional career.
Safe line play.
Full-time job, would head to the gym and work hard.
Yep.
The most humble, good friend, good teammate, good family man. Like, the guy is a fucking good dude. And God damn it. Who's next for Mario? It's hard to say, because if Marcus goes out there, that's official, and beats Peter Yan, then that puts Marcus at number 2. And I feel like, because in my mind, I'm like, who's going to be able to even hang with Merab? The way he hides his shot so well, it's really hard to back him up. And if you're trying to back him up with a knee or something to his face, if you miss it and he's in on a takedown, then you're going to be on bottom. And if you're on bottom and scrambling up, you're on bottom and scrambling up. That's a lot of energy for you, and that guy's tank doesn't shut down. So, I mean, they're making it sound like Corey Sandhagen's next.
How could it not be?
Yeah, no, they even announced it in the cage.
Oh, they did?
They couldn't even announce it.
Does Cheeto have a fight booked?
He was supposed to. He's pulled out. For
I know
Mario.
that, but they haven't
No.
given him it. I think that's what they should do then.
Mario versus Cheeto.
Make that fight happen, actually, because I think
Yeah.
I think that could be the win that maybe people go, oh, okay, yeah, here we go with Mario.
I wonder what his ranking is going to turn into, because Patchy, that was his debut, so he wasn't ranked, and Mario's still number 10. So yeah, that's not a bad idea, actually.
Right?
What do you think about Patchy? Everyone was kind of tearing him apart, saying he has no head movement and obviously wasn't shooting.
I think because Patchy's took out guys like Sergio Pettis, I do think the lights, I don't know if they really got to him, because in all of his fights, he fights that way. And I was like, maybe he'll come out with a higher pace because it's 3 rounds, because he's been used to fighting 5 rounds. He comes out with that slower pace, but he came out with that slower pace in 3 rounds and just didn't get any time to get started. I kind of feel bad for Patchy, because he comes in there and the kid's a nice fucking kid.
Super nice kid.
Super nice kid.
He was saying some shit, man. I don't feel bad for
He
him
was
at all.
building a fight.
Well, he's supposed to build a
just getting
fight.
in the
He says, "Oh, I'm gonna go submit him. I'm gonna submit his coach." And
Don't you
everyone
like hearing that?
I do, but then I'm like,
He's just being a character.
it's my love for Mario.
I
Because
know.
you got
I
me
feel that
frustrated,
too.
because it's like Patchy would have got an interview after that fight. Mario should have got a fucking interview.
Yeah.
He should be fucking.
But
damn it.
when you're like, you got to say, you want to fight for the title, you got to fucking say some shit.
Dude, he's
you
coming
have
into
to.
UFC, big record, fighting a big fight. He's
Yeah.
confident. Why not say stuff? You know what I mean? The
Yeah.
casual fan.
No, dude. That's just my love for Mario.
No, I
because
get it.
He
It's
was nice. He's always been nice to everybody that
Yeah.
you ever see him talk to, and to put a fight out like that where you're faster than you're popping his head back with your jab, your fast jabs.
Yeah.
Joe Pfeiffer, fucker, just literally put 1 strand of tape around his wrist, didn't wrap his hands
No
at
way.
all. Bare-fisted under those things. That dude's
Is that
scary.
allowed?
Yeah, that's allowed.
Is it?
That's allowed. That dude is scary.
They only wrapped your hands for you. not
Kelvin
for
was
them.
winning that fight if it was 5 rounds.
Really?
I didn't watch that fight
100%.
at all. I didn't
Was
see
it
that fight at all.
was
I
it
thought it
going
was-
his way?
Oh, towards the third, I thought it was for sure. I thought Joe was getting tired. Kelvin was opening up, finding the range, finding the shots. I was sitting after that. I was going, that goes 5 rounds. That's Kelvin's fight right
I'm
there.
hyped for 3 rounds, baby.
Yeah. How crazy is
I
that?
feel like
So-
I gotta be 3. You can't main event me next fight. I mean, I can't fight for a title next fight. They don't do main events for non-titles.
and for sure, it'll be on a numbered pay-per-view card.
It'll be on a pay-per-view, probably co-main. 3 rounds. That'd be sick. I ain't gonna
3
lie.
rounds is going to be crazy because
I'm not even trained.
how many years has it been now training for 5 rounds?
That's my 4th title fight. So yeah, 2022. Last
3 years ago.
2022
That's crazy.
was my
That's
last,
crazy.
Yeah.
You guys didn't really talk about kind of what's next. Obviously, I know that's not an answer you really can give completely. Guru made a video saying he thinks it's going to be Figgy. That he thinks that's what the UFC is going to offer you for whatever reason. I don't know
Sure,
why.
Figgy.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting, but I don't know if you guys had any thoughts on that or if that's something you can even answer.
Yeah, it's hard to say. The division's gonna play out over the next few months. We'll see where it goes. December seems like it would make sense for me to get back in there. 6-7 months.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, hey, you're going to be hungry to get in there by January at least.
Oh,
By
yeah.
January at least, get in there and get it back.
Dude, it's June, July, August, September, October, November, December. What am I gonna fucking do for 7 months?
Yeah,
Sit around,
exactly.
fucking play with my wiener. Don't do that anymore. So
Yeah.
I couldn't believe how when I said I'm getting off all the shit, I'm no more distractions. I couldn't believe how big of a storyline that was around this fight. I guess it's like, what else are they gonna do? We fought 9 months ago. He dominated the fight, and most like that was kind of the. So I guess that makes sense. They kind of took all that, but
It's so interesting that you kind of made it very clear what your intentions were behind doing that, even though they jumped on the story that it was about
again,
the fight.
that's what UFC does. They're the biggest. I guess all the media jumped on it too, it wasn't just UFC. But
Yeah.
dude, still to this, like, I having not gotten on social media this year, still probably, like, I feel like when I look back and like when I'm older, 30, 40, and people say, what advice would you give to someone younger? It's gonna be that. Just don't engage. Maybe you don't have to be off it completely like I am, but if you could actually really limit yourself, because I remember a year ago, whatever it was, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna put a 30-minute timer, and then you just put your password in, click, fuck off, and you end up saying, like, continuing to be on it. But if you could really limit the amount of pointless information and shit coming into your mind like that, I feel like that is.
I mean, dude,
game
the people that like you probably wouldn't really have much respect for in real life, that are probably just slobs doing nothing, like not having to take that input in and even go into your brain is nice. Fucking, it's been two days. I told Mariah, I said, win or lose, I want to give my phone a break. It's been fucking nice, bro.
No IG, no Twit.
No
Can I
Snap,
tell you
just no
something?
Snap, no Instagram, and no X.
Far.
Well,
been nice.
I know people won't like this answer. It's an ugly answer to what you do next, but you just saying you like 3 rounds too. I think Umar's a perfect matchup, and I know people don't like that because he's another grappler, but I do think, and it showed, I think you've improved enough to where I think you'd be able to handle his grappling, and I think you would knock Umar out, and that's a bigger name. When it comes to Figgy, just lost his last fight too.
I wonder if Figgy,
Right?
yeah, Corey just beat him.
And so Umar lost his last fight. Between those two, I'd rather you get the win over a Nurmagomedov name like that. And I totally think you would starch Umar.
Yeah, I mean, Umar's fucking super. Everybody in the top 10, top 15 is so skilled.
Figgy is ranked 6.
Yeah,
What's Umar?
I'm not ranked 6.
Umar is ranked 3.
No,
I think
It's
you'd
nice.
walk
I don't even.
There's
It's nice to not think about a fight right now, because I do want to just chill for a few weeks, and it's way better to not have like, okay, this is who. I don't even if UFC said, hey, I think we know what we're gonna do. It's like, I don't even want to know right now. Just let me chill for 5. But Lil Wayne supposedly
Yeah.
name dropped Sugar Shane and the
So sick, dude.
O'Malley top off, guns out, or no, guns out, top off like I'm O'Malley.
Shirt off, guns out like I'm O'Malley. He rhymed O'Malley with
You can
Cali.
just keep the bleep in there, and people think I'm saying it, but you're bleeping it.
Yeah.
Shirt, what did it say? Shirt off.
Yeah. Shirt off, guns out like I'm
Shirt
O'Malley.
out, guns off, like I'm O'Malley. That was hard. I when it first everyone started sending it to me, and I was like, I'm gonna wait. Maybe he's talking about some fucking Irish guy in the 30s who did sold drugs. And I'm like, maybe it's not me, but
I'm so glad I happened the way to me it did, because I didn't know, and I was listening to the album, and all of a sudden it happened. I was like, oh shit! And I went back.
you didn't know.
Dude, I didn't know.
That's
I'm talking 8th grade fireman song, dude. Like Lil Wayne,
Fireman.
I grew up on him. For him,
I did too.
He's the GOAT, dude.
He
For
is
him to drop a O'Malley bar, fire.
Rari too, like
crazy.
that was pretty cool.
I was so stoked.
That was.
To be on a Carter album too.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Carter, dude.
I need to listen to that. I haven't really listened to it yet. Dan Garner, big shout out to Dan Garner, nutritionist. Love having him there fight week, or we had him there for pretty much just the whole rehydration. It's what a dude, what a guy. Do my blood work before he puts my nutrition camp together from 12 to 8 weeks, 8 to 4 weeks, 4 to fight day, rehydration, weight cut, just absolutely dialing in all my blood work and all that stuff. Huge shout out to Dan Garner. He's an absolute legend, and he's just cool to be around, huh? Being around fight week, he's a funny fucker.
Yeah, I mean, our whole team. I'm like, Jesus Christ, we have the best fucking team around us because it's like a lot of these coaches you never know, and then a lot of these coaches they're broke asses, so they need money, so you don't know what they're there for, and they're have issues. Like all our coaching staff have their own businesses.
Yeah.
They're smart, mature dudes that have been our mentors for so long.
Yeah.
It's like the best fight team.
Yeah, no, fight week can't complain there.
I
New
think
Jersey
that's
was
you
cool,
guys.
man. What?
You show that, because those coaches that have ththose problems, because there's so many problems that our coaches have, but it's how they handle them that allowed them to stay so positive and keep being positive. You know what I mean? Because you preach that kind of stuff all the time. If you don't have a coach that is not sitting there handling his own problems right, I can imagine that would just fucking spiral.
Yeah.
Fight game's the fight game. It's a weird fucking world. But super grateful for the UFC, dude. It's still so crazy. The show they put on, how just together it is every single time. And it was crazy, the Secret Service being there. I mean, Trump was there when I fought in Miami. And that Secret Service is no joke.
They said usually for Trump there's 90 Secret Service agents, but nowadays 150 Secret Service agents.
You got shot at. Fuck yeah.
Jesus.
Like
Dude.
even our bathroom, in our locker room, there wasn't a bathroom, so it was some random bathroom in this random corner. There was a Secret Service agent standing out inside that.
Just a little
Every
hall.
single door and entrance, there's someone there with a.
You know what my thought was? I was sitting there and I lean over to Brendan and I go, we're sitting closer to when the shooter was to
Yeah.
Donald Trump.
Well, before the fight went out, they emptied the arena. Every person emptied the arena, and
All
the Secret
employees
Service
gone.
went in there and scoured the whole building top to bottom.
There was dogs everywhere sniffing for bombs and shit, dude.
It was
That was a cool experience.
Did you get to say anything to Trump after, Sean?
I just said, what's up, my... That's it.
Really?
Yeah. It was cool. It's cool having him there. He's just such a character, such a unique person. You just looks like a cartoon character almost. Like when you're looking and you're like, whoa, like that person doesn't look human almost. Just Donald fucking Trump and his beautiful daughter.
I bumped into Trump. He said he didn't even want to take those photos with Merab and that he couldn't wait to see back.
He said that.
He said that.
Charles Oliveira. That's the next pay per view. But we have a couple other fights
There's
before
other
that,
fights
right?
Before that.
I think we have some decent fights before that actually. Isn't there a sweet one coming up? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Kamaru Usman versus Buckley's next weekend. That's an interesting fight right there. Kamaru's coming off. Who did he just fight?
I think he's on a
3-fight losing streak.
skid right now.
Because he just fought. Who did he just
What was
fight?
his name?
Oh look. Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare. Just fought Hamza. Oh shit, that's the last fight. He fought Leon Hamzat. So 2023 October when he fought. Oh shit, he looked good against Hamzat. Short notice. Joaquin Buckley. That would be an interesting fight. Cody Garbrandt's fighting Hani Barcelos. That'd be an interesting fight. 33 versus 38. What's next after that one? Oh yeah, Jamal Hill versus Roundtree. That's gonna be a sweet fight. Those are some scrapper dappers right there. And then UFC 317, Ilia Topuria versus Charles Oliveira. Pantoja versus Kai Kara France. Benil Dariush versus Renato Moicano. Cape versus Brandon Royval. Paulo Costa versus Roman Koplov. Jacker Manson versus Gregory Rodriguez. That whole
That's a
card
sweet
is
card.
fucking stacked, dude. Derek Lewis is on there. Oh no, he's not. Sorry, that's the next fight. Ilia versus Charles. We might. I mean, who knows if we're gonna do another pod until then? So we might as well break it down a bit. I mean that's heart versus brain right there. Your
It
heart
is.
says
It is.
Charles. Your brain says Ilia. Ilia moving up. I don't think he's gonna be. The reason you don't move up for the most part is because you don't want to. People are stronger physically, just a lot stronger. I don't think that's going to be the case in Ely versus Charles. I don't think Charles is going to be that much stronger, but his frame's quite a bit bigger. But he's probably his whole life been fighting people that are bigger because he's 5 foot. He's not a big stature guy. So I don't think that's going to necessarily be an issue. What do you think?
I'm scared for Charles, man. I don't want him to he gets dropped and Elia hits hard. His bone. They were talking about his bone density. So it's like, dude, when you got a guy like that, he's going to be there with strength.
If he knocks him out, knock out Volkanovski, knock out Holloway, knock out Charles, it's
insane.
He's got to be up there on one of the greatest of all time if he goes out there and puts Charles out.
Charles gets fucking dropped by Topuria, but then survives and gets a scramble to it'd be nuts.
God,
Classic.
Charles, he just stands so high. He has like this Muay Thai stance. He marches forward with knees. He whips head kicks. Both the guys like to come forward and back the person up. So they're going to collide. And there's ways. Ilya's so fucking short. He tilts his head. He ducks his head. There's ways those knees could line up very easily and drop Ilya Topuria. But again, the way he stands so tall and the way Ilya punches to the body so well and then hides him and comes up top. It's going to be a banger. What if
Charles got a head kick knockout on Topuria?
I mean, I wouldn't.
Little switch, bank.
Wouldn't be that surprised.
Right?
I just wouldn't. But that's going to be a banger.
That'd be an absolute fucking banger, buddy.
If Charles pulls that off, what does that take him? Because obviously taking out someone like Ilya is fucking huge.
Yeah, I mean, if Charles beats Ilya, that's just as big as if Ilya beats Charles on a different, obviously backwards. That'd be huge.
Charles lightweight champion.
That'd be sick.
It shakes everything up so much right now with everyone vacating and moving up, and then whoever wins, it's like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
Butterfly effect.
UFC's fire. UFC's in a good place right now. It's weird not having something coming around and something scheduled. It's always weird being 12, 14 weeks into something and just kind of that day comes around and the next day is over. But, dude, it's the best thing ever after a fight, win or lose, is having a baby. Just like even Elena 4, she's not a baby anymore, but still having my little princess, just having a baby. Dude, instant presence and peace is having that little dude, Mateo, lay on my chest. And it's just him feeling my heartbeat, just the way the babies smell. Oh,
and his eyes are opening now.
Yeah, his eyes are starting to open and look.
I got a feeling Mateo's gonna be in a ruckus, right? Just
he
causing hell.
He very well could be.
Yeah. I can't wait.
The barn door is fucking damn near up. They're gonna start the AC and plumbing and all that kind of stuff here real soon. Inspections got to pass, and that's gonna be up and moving.
You guys gotta do something really nice and cool in between your yards.
Oh, buddy, we're fucking.
That'd be sweet.
What if it's just beautiful land and fruit trees and animals? That's it.
You can do that. But let's get it.
We gotta wait. We're waiting for Mariah to build up a pad for her horses.
Okay.
So we're waiting. It's not that we're not gonna do something. We're just waiting for something.
Yeah, it's
But building onto the property is fucking that's been exciting. Next big thing I have is Daniel and Alana, my little brother's wedding in August in like South Dakota or some shit.
Wow.
Pretty much the next thing I have. That's something. I gotta go to Men's Warehouse, get a little suit. I got to. What else do I got to do?
World Series poker. I know you're kind of
I'm
on the
gonna
fence
play
on
a
it.
couple games, a couple tournaments, poker. Again, I got a little baby. I don't want to be gone too many hours a day. Even just coming here, I kind of still feel guilty because in camp it's like gone twice a day training. So
yeah, I got a bunch of guys coming up competing. We have a whole fucking crew coming up. June 28th, a bunch of guys fight. Tommy McMillan, he got his fight announced. Drakkar just got a huge fight. I don't think it's announced, but he'll probably announce it soon. So just back in the dojo, helping the team. It's just a perfect time just to be a good example for all the people. Just be like, hey, that just happened. Everyone's kind of gutted and everyone's sad, but it's a perfect time to practice what we preach. And it's not like we're doing this just because of the results and because of those days. It's like we get to come here every day and be around this great group of people and do martial arts, which we fucking love. So it's like, it's a perfect time to just practice what we preach and just get back to it.
It's weird because honestly, it stings. Obviously, when you lose, it stings. But brother, that first time you lost to Cheeto and he elbowed you, I remember just feeling like, because just seeing that split second, So just knowing that you're not hurt, you're okay, it was like a less of a sting walking around.
yeah, and to be honest, I don't really feel like I lost. No, checks. you gotta put that at the beginning. To be honest, I don't really feel like I lost that fight, and here's why.
So I'm just grateful that everything's good, you're good, like you said, because all the fans are grateful for that too, man.
Yeah, dude, I never felt so grateful right after a fight for thinking about the fans, just being there in that arena. And how, dude, because going from the Sphere to that arena, the Sphere was cool and all, but fuck that.
Yep.
Having an arena like that,
Loud.
oh my god, dude, it is just. It's
you know what it felt like
magical.
you know what it honestly felt like because that was my first event from the since being at the Sphere. It felt like when at the Sphere everyone's watching TV, like we're just
yeah.
And then back at the arena, it was like, oh my god, the electricity, everyone cheering, everyone being there, fights happening in the crowds. It's like real.
I was listening to just a random. It was I had something downloaded on Spotify, some random Andrew Huberman, I think Tim Ferriss. It was like a bunch of random things, but Andrew Huberman was talking about dopamine levels and how after a lot of big events, Olympics, fights, sporting events, big things, weddings, your dopamine level goes so high. Like here, say your dopamine level's baseline right here. After a big event, your dopamine level goes skyrockets, and then to get back to baseline, you go below your baseline for the week, 2 weeks, however long, until you can kind of come back to the baseline. But I'm like, that was always interesting because after big events, big fights, like I did feel that I would come down, or I felt it even more after a club night when you're on fucking whatever, whatever you're doing, your dopamine level is maxed out.
Yep.
That next day, boom, it is rock bottom. You're like, why? What is life?
Guilty.
But to get back to baseline, it's like you gotta. Healthy habits, routine. Yep. You gotta fucking do that. If you're listening to this, it's like that's one thing I feel like I can help with on our platform is remind just every time we talk about it, I feel like it could benefit one or two people. And most people probably in one ear out the other, but the few people that do actually, like a lot of people that have moved here from other states from listening to the podcast, like, dude, you changed my life with my routines and healthy habits. Like that's something I feel super grateful for, to be able to give back in that sense.
Yeah, I mean, fuck. And then people probably expect just to be so sad and down and depressed. It's like, at the end of the day, it's like, dude, if the worst thing going on in our life is we lose a world title fight, that's a decent fucking life.
Yeah, for real.
Like,
and he's okay.
Yeah,
seriously.
You're not retarded. You know what I mean?
That's what I said. You didn't get. I mean, I'm glad you didn't get fucking like KO'd gnarly.
See that would probably. If that happened, I'd probably be feeling a lot more worse. I'd probably be a lot sadder.
A headache.
Just 100%. Head pounding. That would probably suck more. God, it is weird after going through a weight cut, though. Like last night, it was hard for me to stop eating. Like, because I could eat. And I'm pretty sure it's pretty well known after cutting weight, you start to form eating disorders in a sense. Like, you just... Like you see Patty at that example. It's like you just can't quit eating sometimes. You're full, but you're allowed. You don't have to make weight you don't have a date to make weight. I'm lucky I don't balloon up and get fat. But I was like, holy fuck, my tummy was hurting yesterday.
That's why it's hard for me, for a guy like me, because when I can be like, oh, I'm sad.
Oh yeah.
And that's how a lot of people handle sadness, man. That food comfort.
Yeah. So, lack of discipline.
Yep.
Discipline equals freedom.
Yep.
Are you gonna start grinding again?
Yes, I am, sir. And I'm great. And I'm like,
no more talking about it. Be about it type.
Oh
shit.
yeah. Well, no. Sometimes you'd be shocked, Sean O'Malley.
How about it you are?
Well, no. Yeah. And no. You like. There's things that you say that you think, oh, that went in Schmidt's ear and out the other. Well, it's like, dude. Sometimes the smallest things you say, I'm sitting there later thinking about, and it's motivating me. So thank you.
How much you weigh?
Probably right now 305.
Really?
Yeah. Which, you know what's weird is everyone coming up to me kept going, Schmidt, you look great. You look so much healthier.
I thought you looked a little bigger. Yeah. Ever since you left Mommy's house, you've came back and I'm like, Schmidt's noticeably a little bit bigger.
I am. And guess what? I was 40 pounds lighter this time last year.
Damn.
Yeah. So, but it was... Imagine, I know how you felt, so I went to New Jersey feeling that way. I'm like, God, I'm so fat. But then everyone kept telling me that I looked good, so I'm like, okay.
Maybe they're just trying to be nice.
Well, no.
Break the ice.
I looked at it like, okay, Schmidt, you're down bad again, but guess what? You're not where you were at when you were down bad last time, so it ain't gonna be as hard to get back where you were at. So I'm staying positive.
I think you should go in with like, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be super fucking hard. Not all it's gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy.
Well, that was a way to like pick me up to like, yeah, because when you're going through the workout, you're like, oh, but it's in your mind.
There's no reason you're not working out 5 times
every day.
Every day would be ideal, but I mean, at least
Should
5 times a week. Getting on that assault bike for 20 minutes, getting a warm up in, pumping some iron, getting a good lunch, and you know how good that makes you feel.
Absolutely. No excuses. Come on, Schmidt.
And I don't think you should be allowed to
jerk. I ain't doing that, bud. I'm jerking off.
No,
Sorry,
you can
man.
do that. You can do that. I just want you to fucking let's. You say you're 305 right now.
Yeah. Probably.
Okay, maybe in like 2-3 weeks.
Let's get a scale. Let's be like.
Kill Tony.
Yeah. Get
2-3
the scale
weeks.
out.
There's no reason you're not under 300 in a couple weeks.
100%. I
No
agree.
more fucking shit food. I watched your vlog.
Garrett motivated me too last
Garrett
week when
lost
he
some
said that
serious. He
shit. I was
fasted
like,
for 7
"Ugh."
days.
I know. We should do another little good fast.
I'm curious to when Merab's plans to get back in there, and curious to how
He
like
wants
his,
4 title defenses this month.
like
I'm sure
how his title run kind of or it plays out. I'm curious to
Corey's
how
got to
it
be
plays
next.
out.
I bet it's September.
And when someone watches him, like what their game plan is going to be, I'm excited to watch his next fights just to see how guys try to take him out, because I'm like, he's such a fucking. It's different a little bit if someone wrestles like that and scrambles like that, and then they start fatiguing and they start wearing it and start showing it, but he doesn't. So it imposes such a big fucking problem, and he is gaining more confidence on his feet.
What threats do Corey oppose to him then? Do you see any?
Again, Corey's. I'm curious to what their plan's going to be. Like bringing stuff up the middle is hard because he backs up really tall sometimes, and he changes up his tempo a little bit. And when he shoots, he's not shooting from far away. There's not a lot of openings when he shoots because he hides it so well. It looks like on film and studies that he does do some tells before he shoots, but sometimes it'll just be random. And again, it's the pace and the fucking density of that little dude's body and the size of his legs.
He felt fucking strong. He felt strong last time, but this time he felt even. It was freakishly strong. Because he's the greatest bantamweight of all time.
Yeah. After he
I beat him twice.
If he beats Corey, like who would be next? Because he's already talked about he would never go up to 145. So if he did beat Corey, who would be next? Maybe if Marcus McGee knocked out Peter Yan.
Yeah. God, I feel like the Umar fight was very interesting. If Umar really broke his hand in the first round, I remember watching that first round. I was like, "Oh fuck, Umar's doing good." And then it just, but also that's just how good Merab is. I'm just thinking out loud here, but yeah, I'm excited to see how that plays out too. What do you got on the rest of the day on the agenda? Today's Monday. Comp training's got to happen. It's about noon here, 12:44. What do you got going on?
I got the new camera system getting put in at the dojo, and then tonight I'm just pumped to get back to the gym. We got no gi, and then we got gi session tonight, so I'm just pumped to be back into my routine too.
Dude, I want to get back in the gi a little bit for real.
Hell yeah!
I'm not even that sore, which is fucking. It feels weird getting out of a fight and not being like, oh, so sore. But I'm way rather feel like this than be fucking sore. But it's still weird.
Yeah.
I'm going to work on a vlog. I got all my healthy food for the week, so I got nothing but asparagus, squash, chicken, steak, rice. You know what I mean? So and it's workout time. Yeah, nope. I'm going to work out tonight, Sean O'Malley.
What gym?
My gym. In my own garage. Unless if I'm still welcome here at Red Hawk Academy.
You woke up and you thought I took you off my Snapchat.
You did. I showed it to
swear to God I didn't even open it.
I went over to him. I said, "Hey," he said he took it off Snapchat. He's like, "No," and he looked at it. He's like, "No, I didn't."
I swear. I showed Brock.
Sometimes Snapchat does be weird like that.
Well, in my catastrophic thinking, I was like, oh, God, what's the eliminations this round now? I'm like, Schmidt's gone.
We're cutting him out.
He's gone.
Those distractions aren't needed, buddy.
Were you thinking about that a lot? Like, what the fuck?
I know. I was like, oh, man, I was going, I need to have lunch with Tim so we can have a brotherly talk.
Yeah.
Because I love you, bud.
I know.
And I look up to you a lot.
Oh, dude, Emron messaged me. He's like, you got to watch The Rehearsal. It's on HBO or Amazon. Dude, this show is fucking such a trip.
What was it again?
It's called The Rehearsal.
The Rehearsal?
It's so weird. It's this guy, very autistic. Like, it is, I thought it was, there's multiple times in the show where I'm like, this is fake. And then I'll be like, this is 100% real. There's no way it's fake. And then I'll be like, no, that's got to be fake. These are all actors. And it is the weirdest fucking show. This guy just goes, I can't even explain. I feel like
it's on what?
HBO or Amazon or whatever.
Check it out.
The Rehearsal. I watched 3 episodes of it. It seems so like there's no way this is real because there's no way that someone put this much effort into something this fucking stupid. It's crazy.
Did you see how fucked Vitali actually is?
No.
He's 24 years in the Philippines prisons.
Oh, I did. I seen that like a couple months ago. I seen a YouTube video saying Vitali, like the Philippines weren't fucking around.
Yeah, no, they're not.
They just gave him a real
and guess what? Even because Vitali's technically Russian, I believe, if I remember reading correctly, they didn't. They're like, no, we don't. Like he was in this. Yeah, he was in this weird position where no one was accepting accepting him, taking him, so that he's going to be staying there. That's a long fucking time in a scary prison, dude.
Oh,
like Tally's fucked,
I might be
dude.
the last we hear about him.
I feel so bad for him because I can't imagine being in another country's prison. That's probably going to be scary.
Do you feel bad for them, or is that just consequences?
Consequences of dumb actions, because it's like, oh, why did you? And what he was doing was fucked. It's like, what were you thinking, dude?
That's just lots of drugs and trauma on the brain. That brain is not functioning correctly.
Well, and then especially when you're a streamer like that, and you just gotta find the next fucked up thing to do. IRL, I got the next fucked up thing to do. It's like,
well, it's weird how you go, like, he's out here when he comes to visit you, and he's just doing this fake shit stuff, and he just seems all spazzy. But it's like, and then you go actually do fucked up things to people in the country. It's like,
what do you expect?
Some of those content creators, like Tim said, just take everything to the next level, and it's like, dude, what's gonna go wrong?
Yeah.
Unless he gets pardoned by somebody, it's like, damn.
Ouch.
Michael, I was gonna buy Michael, my older brother, into the World Series of Poker $10,000 tournament, but he talked to him. He decided he wants to wait and get more practice and more experience, so he's gonna. He's like, God, I don't want to miss this opportunity. I'm like, well, maybe next year. Next year I'll buy you in. 2 years I'll buy you in. I'd rather buy you in and you be more confident. So he's gonna play in more tournaments and continue to build his skill set and before he plays in that. But that'll be so sick. Him winning something like that.
Oh, I respect the fuck out of that though.
Yeah.
Him wanting to take
Well, I told him,
time.
I said, I'll give you money to play with around Phoenix, Arizona tournaments instead.
Dude, the more I watch Frankie's channel, the more, and all his posts and stuff, I'm like, he's so good, but I'm like, God, that's got to be so stressful.
Poker life,
dude.
That is the ups and downs of that. I feel like I'm very emotionally stable, and even still getting a bad beat, I just you feel like, you feel it inside you.
When you lose, maybe you lose an all in with a good hand, you get off with a bad feeling.
Well, imagine losing this fight to Merab like you did, and all your money, and coming home with no money.
Oh, like poker?
Yeah, dude. Oh my God.
I would feel a lot different right now.
A lot different.
No money.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that would suck. What else? Was there anything else you had, G or Tim?
No, fuck. Not really.
What'd you?
Not really.
Okay.
These feet walked through you guys were staying in the ghetto. We walked through the ghetto.
Dude, New Jersey was different. It was crazy.
It seemed like Newark, like they're just don't give a fuck about the city, and it's just old and run down, and it's just.
How were your guys' Ubers?
We didn't Uber.
Some of the people who we were with, their Ubers got into car accidents.
Michael, my mom said their car, they had to keep turning their car on. Dude, kept dying.
I've never experienced a city like New Jersey.
Yeah, that was.
Have you thought about Ubering at all, or Instacart?
No.
Nothing of that.
No.
He's got a second interview.
Yeah, I got a second interview lined up. I want nothing to do with customer service ever again. I've done all my whole life with customer service, and this is going to be a staging job, loading and unloading. Like, so I've always had the gift of like
talk about your staging, unstaging.
Well, I don't want it to fuck anything up if it gets out there. You know what I mean? I don't want anyone.
Well, that seems like a behind the scenes job, something
which I like.
And it's 40 hours basically working out 40+ hours a week, constant lifting, heavy shit.
Hours that you want, whenever you want. So it's like,
how is it whenever you want? If it's like, hey, the stage's got to be up by this time, you're like, nah, I'll do it later.
So what's unique about this is that we have 5 big stadiums around us. So like, if you want to work mornings, there's morning opportunities. If you want to work night, there's night opportunities, and it's all on it's all contract. So it's all, and you get told, you pick that week.
So the hours are the same no matter which place you go to?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And it just varies on what you do.
So you might be balling out of control here soon.
100%. And bro, that's all I've ever wanted to do is just be financially stable to where I can, because bro, me and Brendan grinded. I didn't sleep. As soon as we landed, we got home and did our pod. Like that, I'm dedicated to this shit.
Have you thought about going live once a week?
I need to do that, don't I?
One thing I giggled at, though, I do want to say is when you said you want to get a new job so you can be around the gym more.
Yeah.
I was like, you worked at the gym.
So
that was just gave me a good chuckle.
Well, because like,
but just you know what I mean.
Yeah, 100%.
You said I want to be at the gym more.
And the way I mean that is like when I'm at the gym, I was working.
Yeah, no, I get it, but it just sounded silly.
Yeah. Now I'll be able to hang out.
Yeah.
Work out, hang out, vibe, chill, that kind of shit. I get it. Yeah.
God, dude, it's so weird. I just feel like every day I'm just like, I need to get a workout in today. Like I have to. Yesterday I was telling Tim, like, dude, let's go hit some shit and let's pump some iron in the warehouse or something. I just feel like I have to.
You guys want to go run a 5K right now? Let's go.
Shit, my toe.
Come on. Let's all squat up and run.
Yeah, Tim doesn't run, but.
I just want to say too, I mean, you guys, I could speak on behalf of all the boys that you guys put on the line for us, for our entertainment, for inspiring us to be better. So I very much appreciate that from man to man.
That's what I told Suga. I'm like, bro, all the experiences we've got to go through because of you putting it on the line, being so disciplined for so many years, and then all this pressure, every single person, every time you turn on the TV, it's an ad of you or everything. Like, I'm so thankful for the experiences you've been able to put us through. Like,
I appreciate
the
that.
mentorship with the UFC. You have your team, but when that cage closes, it's all on you. And I always think, like, through your moments, like what you guys are doing, like even during the co-main, I'm like, they're back there, Tim's wrapping his hands, he's doing his breathing, the way you handle it, and knowing backstage how you're handling everything, it's like, what a fucking
I definitely felt like this kind of nervous feeling that I'm not used to, just because how the first fight played out, knowing his cardio is so crazy, knowing if it hits the ground, there's like, I knew I had worked on the takedown defense so much, I knew I was able to get up, but I'm like, I also know there's a chance that this fight plays out the same way it did. Like, so I was like in the back. I was more nervous this fight probably than I've ever been. Like, do you feel vulnerable? You're in the cage. Like, all right, if this motherfucker grabs a hold of me, there's a chance that I can't get away from this little fucker.
And then look, all that pressure, and then you're out there with the song going on.
In there, I'm gonna knock this motherfucker out. I still know I can beat Merab. Like, there's still, call it delusional, call it whatever. That's how I got to where I'm at right now. I still know I could beat Merab. There's still, like, Randy Couture versus Chuck Liddell. Chuck lost what? The first two?
Rampage versus Vanderlei.
Yes, sir.
Rampage versus Vanderlei. But again, dude, just like that, it just exposes more like, hey, what we need to fucking grind at.
It's not been a secret too. It's like, dude, I know I need to keep working on my wrestling defense. I feel like I got so much better this fight. I feel like I was able to show that camp. But just being on bottom, and I've trained with the best. We train with such good guys. It's different when you can punch someone. Like, training jiu-jitsu off your back with someone in your guard is not scary at all. Training when they're fucking elbowing you and punching in the face, it completely changes the sport. It's not jiu-jitsu anymore. It's fighting, and it's like, it's different. And it's just so weird. Like, he just felt so fucking compact and strong in there.
Yeah.
Feel like
and like
too much.
And like, he's so good at he wouldn't just damage and keep trying to damage. He would damage, go back to that position.
Yeah.
Damage, go back to winning that strong position. Damage. Like, he's fucking good, dude.
Greatest of all time.
He's fucking good.
Yep.
You guys have no idea the butterfly effect of you putting yourself in that immense pressure does for us doing maybe again our more simple lives, but how much inspiration that gives us to go forward and do great things.
Because that does cross my mind. Like, when I do, like, all right, let's book another fight. Like, what goes through my mind is like all the work that's coming in, but it's like, I know, like you said, the butterfly effect that this performance, this camp, this work can inspire someone, young kid, to see it. And like you were saying, there's this kid at the fight just crying that I lost. Like, the fact that I can give someone that emotion is makes all that worth it.
You're a hero to kids, man. They look up to you and they go, oh my God, Sean O'Malley, what you are and everything you do. You're a hero.
Yeah, Brian Callen sent me a cool message too. So, but it is truth, going through these downs, going through these losses, going through whatever you want to call them, is where you see the most growth. Like, that's weirdly true in life. Like, that's where you find the most growth, is when you're going down and down under stuff. But
100%.
And there's a beauty to everything, right? So right now we're in the time period where we don't know why these things happen, but it always happens for a reason.
Yeah, I don't feel like I'm questioning it either. It's like, why? Why? Fuck. It's like, all right, on to the next. Like, let's go. On to the next one.
Yeah, it's just fucking MMA at the absolute highest level.
Yeah.
Game of inches, dude. Go back and watch that sequence.
That left hand I almost landed would have been.
And that would have changed everything. And then that's the sequence that gets you down. And it's like, up before that, dude, you were doing so good.
Second round, I didn't get taken down once. Great round. First round, I got taken down at the end of the round, more towards the end of the round.
It was what
we were executing the game
5?
plan. We were doing what we needed to do. And then he just did what he needed to do, and all is fair in love and war. Is that what they say?
Yeah.
Something like that. But I'm gonna go home, jack off, smoke weed, get on socials, get drunk, surf Insta.
Club tonight.
Hit the club tonight. Come back, talk about how I don't do any of that tomorrow. No, just but for real, I ain't got shit to do. It's weird. I'm gonna go home, hang out with the fam. Yeah, dude, it's so weird not having anything to do, like schedule. I'll probably come by tonight.
Let me bring some Guitar Hero over.
Once you're healthy enough though, like later this week, next week or something, coming into practices, getting one good hard push a day is gonna feel good.
But I want to train bad. I'll probably get a workout in this afternoon, ride the bike, do something.
Well, nothing better too than coming into a hard grappling workout, knowing you can feel up before and feel up after. Like,
yeah. I'm gonna continue doing my Spanish. That's something that it's fucking been really hard for me to just continue to do. I've done it every week for 15 weeks. And I even did one Monday fight week before we left, just so I could keep that same schedule in. And so I got that tomorrow.
That's almost damn near a half year of school, man.
I mean, at least once a week. And I've rarely only done once a week. It's mostly been twice, sometimes 3 times. So I'm going to continue to just force myself to do that. I know it's good for my brain. I was giving myself 1 year. I'm going to do it for a year. Danny's like, you will not be fluent in a year. I'm like, well, I clearly can tell because it's been fucking around damn near 6 months. I'm not even where I feel like I should be. But 2 years. I'm going to give myself 2 years.
Do you ever tell her just like, hey, maybe like for the next day or next night, Danny, speak to me only in Spanish?
I've told her that multiple times. I bet
she just doesn't.
No, she just doesn't. She tries sometimes, but it's like probably so annoying. Like actually,
I can tell Chris Cub he's fluent.
That's cool.
Anytime he talks to
Haley too, the barista, she's fluent.
Yeah, no, it's weird doing it in public. It's like you get this sense of like, oh my god, like this like panic and you
insecure almost.
Yeah, insecure. You completely forget everything you've learned. Like when guys go up on Kill Tony and they're about to do their minute, they just gone.
Yeah,
it feels like something like that. Tom's like, fuck, I don't have anything to say.
Different languages is one of the most mind-boggling things in this world because it's so hard for me to learn, and the fact that it was such a diverse city, New Jersey. There were so many different people, and hearing them talk, sitting behind me, and I'm like, fuck, language.
It's weird how we don't even have to think about what we're gonna say, and we know what we're gonna say. And it's gonna make sense for the most part. And then just trying to learn a new language, and then how slowed down you have to think of the verb, and then if you're talking about he or she or they or us, it changes that word. It's so weird breaking down language.
It's literally a sound. Language is a vibration of what we make come out through our mouths. That's what's fucking weird.
Shit's weird. I want a peach smoothie.
Oh yeah, that sounds phenomenal.
Should we go make one?
Could do that or go to the old Brew Box.
That sounds good.
I'd cruise. You want to go too, Schmidt?
No.
Let's grab a smoothie.
Let's go, boys.
But boys and girls, thanks for watching. And if anything, I hope this is a good lesson for people. If you be a king of perspective, it's going to make your whole life better. No matter fucking what happens, you can be positive about it, make something good from it. But hope you guys enjoyed the show. Hit that like and subscribe button and comment your thoughts below. Love y'all.